guys, it is me, Stace. I am back today with another Whatever Wednesday. For today's video, I want to share with you guys my design team project for Maymay Made It. We are making a Christmas card that has a truck on it with presents inside the truck. I'm not sure how well the camera will pick up on it, but there is snow on the truck and also snowflakes or little dots in the background. Then we have the inside as well. And I did keep mine pretty simple as far as the colors. I just have two, red and white. So for the cardstock base, you will need a piece of cardstock 8.5 by 5.5. You want to score that at 4 1/4 to make the card base itself. The same color cardstock, 3 3/4 by 5. Then you will need 3 pieces of white. 2 of them measure 4 by 5 1/4. This is for the inside and also the outside. Piece of white that is 3.5 by 4 3/4, and that is for our stamping. And the stamps that I'm using is called Memory Lane. I'm using the truck here, the bow, the presents, and also the greeting that says sending loads of warm holiday wishes. Alright, so first things first, we have our card base. Our 1 piece of white, that's 4 by 5 1/4, will go on top like that. Then we have our red will go on top like that. So I'm going to go and grab my glue. I'm using art glitter glue. I get this from maymaymadeit.com. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on this one. Okay, now we're going to put that down on the red. Make sure that's straight and centered. Then we have our red piece, and again this is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, and that's going to go on top of the red, or on top of the white. Make sure again that's straight and centered. Alright, now for the stamping. I already went ahead and stamped this. Now I love this truck, and you can see the presents in the back. Now if you look at the presents, you can see they're actually in the truck. I want to share with you guys how I did that. So here we have how the truck stamps originally. Now if you were to put the presents on top of the truck that way, your presents will look like that, to where you can see the back of the truck through them. I didn't like that. So what I did is I stamped the truck like that. So when you have the truck on your block, take a little piece of Scotch tape and put it over that back railing or the back side of that truck. That way it'll eliminate that part when you stamp it down. Then I stamped the presents on top of that, and you can see now the presents are inside the truck. Alright, so that is that there. I already went ahead and colored that. I used these Spectrum NAR markers. Again, all these things are available at maymaymadeit.com. Now I do want to do some embossing. So I'm going to bring in my little cutting board. I'm using the Nuvo embossing powder in the color white, and also these emboss it pens. These are pretty cool. There's a white one and a black one, or a clear. This way if you want to, use your handwriting and then emboss on that, you can do that as well. So I'm taking the white. I'm going to open up this embossing powder. Isn't that pretty? I love the top of that. Alright, so what I want to do is just put snow where it would naturally fall on the truck. So I'm going to put a little line down there, a little bit down there under that tire. I'm going to go over that bumper just by drawing a line. On top of the truck here a little bit, like on the hood, on the roof, on top of that tire, and on this rim right there. Maybe a little bit on the bumper, on that part, and then where else? Maybe right here a little bit of snow. Also on top of the presents and that little toolbox in the back. I'm just kind of going around that, making sure I get the snow there. Now, I'm just going to go to take the pen and dot it all over and make it look like snow. I'm also going to put some snow inside that window so it looks like it's snowing that way as well. Alright, so we have that. I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that on there. Tap off the extra. Okay, make sure you have everything the way you like it. I think I could probably use a few more dots of snow right there. And maybe another one there. Okay, tap off all the extra. I'm going to take this, fold it in half, and put that back in my container here. Okay, set that aside, put the lid back on top of that, and also on top of my pen. All right, now I can see there's a little bit of spot right there. I'm going to brush that off. Take your heat gun. I'm using a Stampin' Up! Heat tool, but any kind of heat tool will work. I'm going to go ahead and heat set this. I'm going to fast forward it so you guys don't need to listen to the gun. I already preheated it for a little while before I went with the video. Okay, we're all done with that. That's what it looks like. You probably can't see the glare on there or the snow. I'm going to set that aside. Let's bring our card front back over here. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to add some foam squares to it. I'm actually going to be using 6. I'm going to do 4 in each corner. And then right there on the sides as well. All right, give them a little squish. Take the backing off of that. Oh, I just embossed my finger. Okay, take that, and we're going to lay that on top of that piece. I like the way it just pops up off the page right there. Alright, now we have the inside to work on. And again, we have another piece of cardstock, 4x5 1/4. I'm going to flip that over. I'm using the bow, and I'm using a red ink. This is Stampin' Up! Watermelon Wonder. It does not match that cardstock, but I'm okay with that. Alright, stamp that in the bottom right hand corner to bring a little bit of color from the outside to the inside. And we're going to glue this down with the art glitter glue. Alrighty. Put that on the inside. So it didn't take too long, right? The longest part of this project was coloring in the truck. But I enjoy coloring, so. Alright, so there you have it, my friends. There's the card. And then we have the inside. Now again, when you are stamping the truck, it stamps like that to where it shows the back of the truck. And again, if you were to add the presents, you can see there it shows that backing. I didn't like that because even with the markers over that, you still see the line. So when you stamp on the truck, just go ahead and put some Scotch tape on the back part of that truck, ink it up, take the Scotch tape off, and then stamp it down. It will look like that. Then you can stamp your presents. And with the presents, what I do when I stamp anything inside the truck, just take a piece of scrap cardstock and line it up at that very top railing. And I go over the line a little bit like that. Then you can stamp this way, you know, you don't need to worry about getting it on the truck. I will have a picture of this on my blog and also on Maymay's blog as well. But there you have it, my friends, a really simple, cute Christmas card. Any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.